Hi, Scorpio, and welcome to your weekly general and love tarot forecasts. This is for the week of July 16th through July 22nd, 2018. I will be doing two separate readings in this video. The first one will be a reading on your general overall energies for the week, and the second reading will be your general love and romance energies for the week. I have created a timestamp for both readings and placed it in the description box below for those of you who like to cross-watch to make it easier on you. And I have also listed all the tarot decks that I'm using in this reading in the description box below. So, Scorpio, let's get right into your general energies for the week. I'm going to pull a card here to see where you are most focused, where, what area of your life, you are having to deal with the most or choosing. It's different for all of us, right? So let's see. You guys have the third house, and you are my very last reading, and you guys are the only sign that received the third house. So with this, Scorpio, your week is very highlighted by communication or learning and understanding. I don't want to put this so much as you're learning a new software program, like something like that. I don't feel like it's that. Not this week. There's just a lot of communication taking place in your life, whether it's in the workplace, in your personal life. There's just a lot that you're coming to understand, or there's things that are being said to you that, are educating you about a person, about a situation, about yourself. So for Scorpio, I really get the sense of this understanding and learning is really coming more from communications that you're having with other people this week. So let's pull a card here to see what this third house energy is activating inside of you, the predominant energy inside of you, the emotion that you are experiencing. So Scorpio, let's see. All right. Okay, so we have Neptune. Your fantasies, yearnings, longings, and potential for illusion. So this being paired up with the third house tells me one of two things. Either, again, there may be some things that you thought were one way, but through conversation, you're going to realize that perhaps you had a completely wrong perception about it, or maybe somebody created an entire illusion for you, and now you're connecting the dots, and you're like, whoa, wait a minute, okay? You're seeing things as they truly are, and it comes through the communication. Now, for others of you, this may have more to do with your dreams and your goals, and talking about that, learning about that, focusing on that. So let's pull some tarot, Scorpio, to see what comes out with this third house and Neptunian energy. Because they're actually opposites. This would be Pisces, so this would be Gemini, and this would be Pisces. Doesn't get much more different than a Gemini up against a Pisces, right? So, very interesting pairing of energy. Okay, so let's see, Scorpio. So we have the Hierophant. Yep, you are definitely seeing through the veil, seeing through the smoke screen, seeing through the illusion of somebody who is just flaky, not true, doesn't hold their word, just kind of in and out. This could be a Pisces, it could be a Cancer, it could be a fellow Scorpio, okay? And now we have this Eight of Pentacles, could very well be in the workplace, or, a relationship that you've had in your life for quite some time. Wow, and now we have the Ace of Cups in this position. We have the Three of Wands and we have the Moon card. So Scorpio, what I see happening here is illusions are really coming down for Scorpio in regards to certain relationships. I feel like this is more of like a friendship or a business friendship. It could be a family member, but it could even be somebody like that you're affiliated with through a church or some sort of spiritual practice, something like that. But what I see here is where you are really seeing through the veil this week, whether about somebody who, did you really know them? Were they real to you? It's like you may be inspired to act or to say or to lash out for whatever this energy is representing for you personally, Scorpio, but that's really not the best course of action. Since we have Neptune here, now we have this moon. The moon is the representation of Pisces, okay? So whatever truth is coming to light, whatever you are realizing, whatever you are understanding, and again, a lot of it's coming through conversation, but this could just be your own insight and introspection, because we have this eclipse going on. We have all these retrogrades happening right now. And the moon card here, look at, there's that lunar eclipse that's happening next week on the 27th in Aquarius. All right, so Scorpio, this week, I just think like you're seeing things for truly what they are. In many aspects of your life, in the workplace, in your church, with your friends, anything that has been pretending to be one thing, no matter even if they're keeping up the charade or the smoke screen this week, it's just like you see right through it. Scorpio, you see right through it, okay? Some of you, this very well could be where you are actually seeing the truth about yourself in a situation where maybe you have illusioned yourself, okay? Like, let's say your behavior was a little bit flaky, shady, questionable, but at the time, maybe that was not your intention, or you didn't recognize that that's how you were behaving, okay? But something about this week, it's like you see it loud, or you see it clear as day. And it's almost like you want to take action to right any sort of wrong you feel you may have done, okay? Because there's importance here to you with whatever this person or situation is, and you want to make sure that the way you're remembered or thought of is true to how you really feel, not maybe how you represented yourself or how life circumstances just made things play out, okay? So some of you, this is like where you're getting real about yourself. You're having some deep epiphanies about yourself. And you're like, you know what? I need to make these things right about yourself or in other relationships or different areas of your life. You're like, I want to make this right. If this is where, you're really seeing the truth of somebody else or a situation, it's almost as though it kind of puts you in a conflict of, do I continue and just act like I don't see this, or that I don't know this, or do I call it out for what it is and let it eclipse out of my life, okay? I feel like we are left open-ended this week because this Aquarius total lunar eclipse on the 27th, full moon, has a lot to do with this week's energy, and that might be where the full, all the illusion has come down. We're in full understanding, okay? So let's pull an outcome card for Scorpio, outcome advice card for the week with these general energies. Definitely seeing through the veil this week, Scorpio. Definitely, like there's no question that Hierophant, in that position with the moon here, these two cards paired up, and then these two cards being the cards of false intention, motivation, flaky, that type of behavior. Wow. Overall outcome advice. So, Scorpio, anything that you are being denied is either A, it's not right for you, or it's not the right time just yet, okay? So whatever all this is for you personally, I really feel like this Aquarius full moon, total lunar eclipse is like the completion of this week's energy. Like, because we have denial here, I don't feel like it's all settled and done and finished. There's no final outcome this week to this energy. It continues into next week, and I feel around the Aquarius full moon is when, you know, things are finally figured out, set in stone. You've decided whether you need to let certain things eclipse out of your life, or if perhaps you need to do something to rectify the situation, just depending on what the circumstances were for each and every one of you. So, Scorpio, definitely a week of truth, a week of communication, a week of deeper understanding. Some of you might actually, if this is somebody trying to come back into your life, an old coworker, somebody from like a church or spiritual group you used to belong to, just a friend, anything like that, you can talk to them, but to completely make amends or to make plans, don't do that, Scorpio. You're better off to deny or delay this week, opposed to giving anybody a final answer or speaking your mind all the way. Make sure you have all the facts first before you completely, speak your minds and put it all out there. Okay, because again, there might be some confusion and you might need some more clarity, and that will come next week with that total lunar eclipse. So those are your general messages, Scorpio. I will go ahead and get right in to your love reading for the week. Let's see what's coming out there. What is the overall energy for Scorpio in regards to love and romance for this week? Okay, so wow, look at this. We have forgiveness. This is already playing into your general energies that showed up for the week. Forgiveness. Nothing can be gained by holding on to past disappointments. So, Scorpio, with this, if you've really been harboring a lot of hostility and anger and bitterness and heartache about something an ex did to you, the way it ended, just whatever, this week you're really feeling that pull just to finally forgive, to let go, to release. And forgiving doesn't mean that you're cool with that person again, or that they can just mosey back up into your life, or even what they get, excusing what they did. That's not what forgiveness is about. It's about like giving yourself permission to let go of those heavy, ugly feelings that just drag you down and are not worth carrying. Okay? Because you can sit there and hate on somebody for what they did, but Scorpio, you're the one having all that hate run through you. You're the one that's having your thoughts and your days and your time taken from you by hating on somebody else for the wrongs that they have done to you. So if that speaks to you, this is saying it's time to let all that go so that you can move on and move forward. Others of you, if you are in a committed relationship, this is a week of forgiveness. It's time to kiss and make up. If we've been bickering, if we've been fighting, it's time to let it go. If there's just a lot of baggage that you guys have from, a different time frame of your relationship and it's hanging around and screwing things up, it's time to release that, let it go so that you can move forward in prosperity together. If we get into any sort of fights or snits this week or last week, it's like forgiveness. Like, let's just let bygones be bygones. Let's let things go. Let's move on. Let's move forward. So, forgiveness is very highlighted for Scorpio this week. No other sign received that card. All right. So, let's pull some romance angels to see what they have to add to this. Some of you, this could be a reconciliation that's trying to take place this week. Let's see. Okay. That card had to come out. So we have, oh wow, this is the card that flew out, Scorpio, right here. Reconciliation. Someone from your past is returning to your life, and we have healing family issues. My God. Okay, so with this, Scorpio, there is like romantic ties that are returning to your life this week, or but with this, it doesn't have to mean like you guys are reconnecting so that you can have a second go around. Some of you, that might be the case, but for others of you, this is truly like where we can finally forgive, release, and let each other go so that we both can move on in a healthy fashion. Okay, so depending on your personal situation, anybody that's returning to you this week, it's either A, so that we can finally have closure and let this weight go, or B, there's another go round. If you're already in a committed relationship and we've been bickering and fighting, it's saying let it go. Choose forgiveness, choose healing, choose your love for each other, because that will really reconnect the two of you and reignite the spark that was once a blazing flame. All right, so if you're in a committed relationship, it's just like let it all go and focus on the love, focus on what you guys have, focus on, your history and all of your moments together and things like that, because healing is highlighted more than this reconciliation. All right, it's all about healing, whether it's closure or it's a second chance. So let's shuffle the tarot here so we can see what's coming out. Scorpio, let's see what is up. Alright, so we have this King of Swords. We have this King of Pentacles. We have that Moon card again, but now it's on this side. We have the Two of Wands, the Nine of Swords, and the Seven of Pentacles. Okay, so listen here, Scorpio. As far as energies of other signs, we have air, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. We have earth, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And we have this moon card, which is the representation of Pisces in the tarot. However, since the moon is the ruler of Cancer, astrologically, I also associate this card with a Cancer. Okay, so what I see here, Scorpio, is there's truth being told with the King of Swords in this position. There's truth being told, even if we're doubting what's being said to us. It's honest, it's an earnest, Scorpio, okay? And here, it's like we are finally seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. The light at the end of the tunnel is forgiveness. Forgiveness for reconnection and second chance, or forgiveness for closure and healing and finally letting go so that we can move forward, okay? However, those of you who are in this relationship that's just really been struggling, and you choose to forgive and let the past go and look to the future as a new chance, a new opportunity, you might find yourself pleasantly surprised that what you didn't think could happen and unfold between you and this other person actually does. And again, we have this Aquarius full moon, total lunar eclipse. So I feel like by then, which is next week, we're either gonna be back together or we are gonna have the closure that we need to move on and move forward with our lives. Some of you, this could be with multiple people reaching back out to you, wanting to make amends or offer you an apology. Maybe they want closure, Scorpio. Some people may want closure from you. They may be reaching out to you to be like, hey, Scorpio, why did this happen? Or why did you choose this? And if that's the case, give them the closure they're looking for, okay? Even if you're like, screw them, they don't deserve it, they can die. Do it for you, okay? Forgiveness is a gift that you give yourself. Forgiveness, okay? It's not that they get off the hook. They have to answer to the universe, alright? It's just, why create all that nasty energy for yourself when you're not the one that did anything wrong, right? So why lock yourself into that lower energy with them when you never did anything wrong to begin with? It's just easier to say, all right, you know what? You did what you did, but I'm not going to carry that in my heart for the rest of my days. Sorry, but I'm not. You don't get to hold me in your arms ever again either, though. So don't think you win, fool. Right? Okay, so let's see the overall outcome and advice. We have Gaia, nice. Wisdom, knowledge, spiritual understanding, yeah. Scorpio, this isn't about like telling somebody off or anything like that. No. This week is very spiritual for Scorpio in general matters and in romantic matters. It's like we're wrapping up. We're completing a lot of different energies. It's time to forgive. It's time to surrender. It's time to really just let everything go, because this Aquarius full moon total lunar eclipse, I feel, is just going to have a big impact in your life, and it may turn things in a way that you didn't see coming, like a nice, lovely type of plot twist, a plot twist that actually goes in your favor, okay? But by week's end, you're feeling very wise, solid, grounded, and secure in yourself and your choices. But I don't feel like the completion of whatever's going on here this week, the completion happens next week sometime, okay? So Scorpio, those are your messages that I got in regards to love and romance. It is time to heal and let bygones be bygones, okay? I'm wishing you guys all the very best. Take care.